When I look in the mirror, what do you think is the first thing I criticize?
When you look in the mirror?
Yeah, what's the first thing that I criticize?
Probably maybe the bags under your eyes and or your chin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what you criticize in a picture. The better question is, what do you criticize when you look in the iPhone selfie? Because I know you hate that.
That freaks me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally freaks me out. I hate that.
Yeah.
It's a complete disconnect between like a picture and like that. Like to me, it's like that's a different person.
Yeah,
and
it's
I know
really something sometimes. What was the last time I took you for granted, and how do you feel about it now? I can answer it.
Well, I think you take me for granted all the time.
Yeah.
No, in general, I just think it's probably natural in relationships that are very trusting and very, you know, where you don't feel like you're on pins and needles. Like, you know, I think that taking for granted in a certain way is kind of a compliment to me.
I definitely take you for granted too much in work and like in terms of
that's true.
The talents that you bring to the table and your different perspectives on things that I maybe find to be stressful sometimes. Because you were right so many times about certain situations that I was like, no, I'm right. Plans. Or like we have to do things in such a measured way, and then you were right in the end, and I kind of squelched the situation because of it.
What's a lesson I taught you that you now know is wrong?
Like a lesson. I mean, I know that your biggest weakness as a mother is that, like, when we were younger, and still now, you sometimes panic over us being happy. With it was that you were like, when he came out of the closet, you worried that happiness would be harder as a gay man than it would as a straight man. And the same thing with me and body image. Like, when you saw that I was different than the other girls and that I was struggling on some level with being bigger, your knee-jerk reaction was, I don't want her to struggle, so she should lose 15 pounds or 20 pounds. If I was crying or struggling at the jean shop, instead of being like, all right, this is who you are, figure it out, figure out a way to love yourself, this is how you are, you were like, oh, she's panicked at the jean shop, her love handles are like not fitting into the jeans, like she should lose weight so that she's happier. Right. And so that would be like your that was your panic. Those weren't things that you were teaching us as a lesson, but those were like parenting styles, a parenting style that I think was like your biggest flaw. What advice do I need to hear?
That you need to understand your value and how amazing you would be to a partner, and how lucky someone would be to have you as a partner, and that you need to own that. Like, you really need to like own it and really feel that.
Yeah, I feel it more and more, but not all the way.
Why do you have that fear?
It's not like it's just because I know it's so out of my control. It feels so out of my control, you know, for that. Like, I feel like with my visions, with work, and I'm very good at like taking steps to manifest my visions, but I feel like in that area of life, finding a partner, finding, you know, like that, it's nothing I can plan, and it's nothing I can like make a fucking, you know, strategic map towards. And so it's hard for it's just my personality. Like, I don't know how to just let go and let that unfold, you know? So.
What's the pain in me you'd like to heal? Oh. That's a good one. Oh boy. Oh, that's a good question. I can answer it for you.
No, I can answer it. I just want to say it the right way. I would like you to feel freedom from the pain that you felt as a child growing up, and from this feeling of being misunderstood that you've struggled with your whole life. I would like you to feel a freedom in yourself and an acceptance of what is, instead of a fight to change it or to get something that you maybe didn't get as a child. What's the biggest lesson that you've learned that surprised you most from our work on StyleLikeU?
Just how long, you know, because I like for things to just happen. I'm like, okay, we see the world this way, like, let's like get it out there, and like, let's, you know, like it's gonna change really fast, and like,
and we'll get the traffic really fast, and we'll get money really
fast.
fast.
Yeah, like the long haul.
Mm-hmm. We've both been naive, and I think I'm less naive about this, about how hard it is to fund something that is primarily from our heart and soul and of a social mission of some kind. And that with that comes like having to take care of yourself, like, because for the first like 5 years you and I like didn't take care of ourselves, and we were such workaholics, and we literally never stopped, because I think we thought that there was going to be like this moment that it all got like easy, which I guess obviously like you learned like major, more than me. You had like your breakdown crash a couple years ago, so
that was definitely a surprise.
Yeah,
like having my whole body fall to pieces from, you know, the output, like too much output, completely. Yeah.
Well,
live for it.
Was that the last one?
Why do you love me?
Oh. Because you're the best. Because you're like the most loving, supportive person I've ever met. And you've like given me every tool. You've given me every tool I could like possibly need to like live a happy life. And, like, I feel I have no excuse to, I feel you've given me no excuse to not like strive at every moment to be like my best self. You've given me no excuse to be a victim ever, because you've given me everything a person could ask for.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really, truly amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Well, thanks for giving me everything.
All right, it's Nick again. Here, I'm at the end of the video now, and so thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna bring up the Kickstarter once again because we really need to meet our goal. So if you just think about it, if every one of our fans just didn't buy coffee for a day and contributed, we would be very close to our goal. So just keep that in mind. If you like if you like the videos we put out, and you like the stories we share, then please take your time to donate, because this is the last chance we have for this project. It's make it or break it, so please help us out. Where's makeup? Can I get some lip gloss?